No, these are Manchester.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of Phatts TV, sanctioned by PA Phatts and the non-genetically proven son. Any and all words have been authorized during the show. There is nothing off limits. Nobody is restricted from watching and participating in the show. It is a free-for-all. Commencing at the siren, any and all discussions will be legal for an extended period of time. Sports, politics, and any and all controversial topics will be talked about. You have been warned. May God be with us all.
Good evening. Welcome to Phatts TV on this Tuesday evening, April the 28th, the year 2020 AD. PA Phatts here, non-genetically proven son. How you doing today? Day 44 of isolation. Reggie Jackson Day. You don't even know who Reggie Jackson is, do you? Nah. He was a Yankee back in the day. Hit a lot of home runs. Played right field.
I don't really like the Yankees.
Yeah, well, you know what? Neither do I, but he was a Yankee. He wasn't in the Confederacy. He was a Yankee. So, before we start the show today, I want to take this opportunity to wish a very special, lovely lady in my life a 18th wedding anniversary. I love you, honey. 18 years. It's been one hell of a ride.
You're not married.
What do you mean I'm not married?
You're not married.
18 years ago today, I got married on a ship. I was there. You weren't. What do you mean I'm not married?
You're not married.
So anyway.
Can I see your hand?
What? That's my right hand. What? What are you saying?
I'm not seeing any ring.
Are you saying I'm not married?
No.
I got a... Look, it's... Oh. Oh, maybe I'm not married. Well, screw you, bitch, then. All right, okay, but actually I was married 18 years ago today on a boat in Florida.
Where was I?
Port Canaveral. You're up Nani's house.
Living up a dream when I was 2.
Yes, eating mac and cheese, which is pretty much all you ate every meal back there.
With milk.
Oh, absolutely.
Had the milk over.
Oh, absolutely. Nani made it with that milk.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It lasted 6 years and 6 days. So in 6 days, I'll be, celebrating my 12th anniversary of me getting divorced. Anyway, so.
Jackson was with the A's.
What? Who? What? Jackson. Yes, Daryl Jackson was also with the Athletics. That is correct. So tonight we'll be talking about who makes it to the Elite 8 of the music bracket. We're going to have to brainstorm about what our next one is going to be. We got to come up with something a little better than the music. I thought music would go over good. Hasn't not getting the votes that I would have hoped. But, we still had some votes. So we'll go over that tonight. I want to bring up somebody that I absolutely despise.
There's a lot of people.
There is a lot of people I absolutely despise. But this freak of nature tall person named James Comey. Don't like James Comey. Former director of the FBI. For those of you that follow my Facebook page, and if you don't, why don't you?
Story time.
Yes. Very good. Yes, story time. He was giving an interview a couple years ago with Nicole Wallace, and if you watched, I believe it was the last show, you know my hatred of Nicole Wallace as well. Where he basically said, On day 4 of the Trump administration, we wanted to interview General Flynn. Now, in my eyes, General Flynn is a hero. Lifelong Democrat, though. We'll talk about being a Democrat very shortly, though. Lifelong Democrat, who had decided to work for the Trump administration as a national security advisor. And the FBI tried to trap him. So typically when the FBI wants to interview a senior official in the presidential administration, they got to jump through some hoops. Typical. You know, they got to go through the president's counsel, or the White House counsel is the better way to say it. And, you know, you got to cross all your T's and dot all your I's. But Comey just basically said, you know, let's see if this guy will talk to us. Because, you know, day 4 of the administration, they don't know what they're doing over there yet. And so, of course, you know, Flynn figuring, yeah, you know, I got to do this, so I did it. And if you read the notes of the 2 FBI guys that went over and interviewed him in the Situation Room, they said, yeah, we think the guy told us the truth, but yet he was pressured to basically admit that he was lying. And the government put a lot of pressure on him, basically threatened to throw his son in jail for crimes that he didn't commit. So, you know, Flynn basically bit the bullet and, you know, said that he was guilty of lying when he absolutely wasn't guilty of lying. And, you know, the roosters have now come home to roost, and it looks like, thankfully, an American patriot, General Flynn, will be exonerated of these unlawful crimes. And hopefully the Justice Department will now go after that scumbag Comey with all of his cabal, the Democratic cabal, and throw all their asses where they belong in jail. My opinion, I know most of you, you know, the few hundred that are already watching us will probably agree with me. Yeah, that asswipe needs to belong in jail with a lot of his friends. If you guys would ever, like, dig into what actually happened during the Obama administration, how they just spied on the Trump campaign as he was running for president. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting what our government does to the rights and the freedoms of individuals. What do you think about that? Yeah, I know you don't know. You know, you only care about what disc golf hole you're on. Yeah. Oh, speaking of, our governor is letting loose on some of his reins. He was actually threatened with a lawsuit. In fact, there was a lawsuit presented to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, and the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, in a vote of 4-3, decided to uphold the governor's powers, and it was immediately appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court, where they're waiting for a response. But all of a sudden, Wolf says, "Hey,
we can golf now.
I'll let go of some of the reins. So yeah, come this Friday, you can start golfing.
We can golf. There's campgrounds are open.
Yeah.
Private companies I think can open.
Yeah.
I was able to work today.
Yep.
I don't know how or why, but okay.
Well, you know what? Who's for the governor to decide what is essential and what isn't essential? I mean, I'll be the first to admit I'm a huge 10th Amendment guy when it comes to the Constitution. I believe the more local the power you can have, the better. I can't stand big government. I like small, limited government. And but at times, governors are trying to overstep their boundaries. Case in point, our neighbors to the north. Do you know what state lies to our north?
New York.
New York. Very good. College geography class is paying off.
I didn't have a geography class. I mean, there's a couple more states to the north.
There is, but our immediate neighbor to the north.
New York.
What did Cuomo do? He basically said, we're not going to have a primary this year. Excuse me? How is that constitute that you could just cancel a presidential primary? Let's think why that would happen. Why would you go about canceling a presidential primary? Let's see here. Are they going to not give out any delegates at all? Can't give out delegates if there's no votes. So what's the chances if there's no delegates that Biden is going to get to that magic number that he needs. If Biden doesn't get to that magic number, then you have a brokered convention, and who might the Democrats choose to run for president? Why, Governor Cuomo. Why, what do you know? What do you know? What a fucking scumbag. You're a scumbag. You're just like your brother who's on CNN. Both of you are scumbags. With your pierced nipples, by the way. Yeah, look out on video. Pierced nipples for a... Just fucking weirdos. What do you think of that?
I don't know. Story time. Listen.
Story time. So yesterday, I posted this on Facebook last night. Again, if you're not friends with me on Facebook, what are you waiting for? You know, I'm pretty easy to find. Just a friend request me. But anyway, so I actually went to work yesterday. You know, I'm obviously working from home. I go in the office from time to time, and I think yesterday was the first time in basically 6 weeks I was there for more than 3 hours.
Okay.
You know, it's basically go in, do what I need to do, and leave.
Okay.
I was there for like 7.5 yesterday. It was almost a full day. So I went to Walmart after work. You know, and it's just it was a very pitiful situation. It was. You know, Walmart has 2 entrances. You got to go in this one. You got to go out this one. For the common good. You know, don't want cross people getting sick. We don't walking in and out. Got to keep your social distancing. Blah, 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 blah. All right, fine. So I go in that entrance. Got to wear a mask. Now, I was able to get an actual medical mask from work. We sell them at Singer, as discussed on the last show. There's now 5 trailers in the parking lot of excess inventory that Singer has. Most of it's probably PPE equipment. So if you need some PPE equipment, just go to Singer. Buy some off of Singer, and I'll have to reconcile your credit card transaction because that seems most of my day anymore. So, you know, for the common good, got to wear that mask. And I was in the aisle, the dairy aisle, with the butter and the cheese and all that stuff. And on the other side of the dairy is all the water that they sell. And I'm walking, which would be in an eastward direction in the aisle. Everybody's walking in the westward direction in the aisle. You know, no big deal. Didn't really think anything of it, but, you know. So, I was going to buy butter. No butter. I was going to buy eggs, and I looked at the price of the eggs. It was like $3.50 for a dozen. Like, you got to be freaking kidding me. So, I didn't need eggs, but I was going to buy some. But, so, didn't buy eggs. They didn't have any of the water that you like to drink. Gone. Lots of empty shelves. All right, so turn the corner, go down the next aisle, and I'm walking down westward down that aisle, and everybody's going east. All right, you know, again, didn't think of it. Then I saw these little dots on the floor. It's like, you know, it's like a one-way arrow, and if you get to the end of the aisle, it's like do not enter sign on the floor. So now, for the common good, we got to go eastward up this aisle, westward down this aisle, eastward up this aisle. And, you know, so what? You're not allowed to pass anybody? So if some guy's trying to figure out what kind of tuna he wants to eat, you got to just stand there and wait behind the tuna? I don't like tuna. You like tuna?
No, I don't like tuna.
No. But there's other things in that aisle I got to get, but I got to wait for him to figure out what kind of freaking tuna he wants to eat. But anyway, you know, 2/3 of the shelves are bare. You know, there was no pasta whatsoever. Frozen pizza, forget it. None. You know, bread, not much. You know, eggs, not much except for the $3.50 ones. Butter, nothing. It was like, it just got to me thinking, you know, this is like what living in socialism has to be like. It's gotta. I mean, you know, you weren't alive yet when, you know, Russia was around. You know, the Soviet Union was still a powerful nation, like you know, most of us watching this right now, and you know, they basically, you know, repressed their people. Now, you know, we still have communist China, and you know, we got North Korea, and we got Cuba, and we got Venezuela. You know, other than China, I just named a lot of poor countries. Mm-hmm. it seems that socialism / communism / Marxism / Leninism doesn't work very well. And here we are living in it now. In this country. For the common good. So, it just got to me thinking, it's like, we have an election coming up in a few months, and it's like half the people are going to vote for politicians that want us to live like this every day of our lives. For the common good. And, what did I write last night? I wrote, I don't care what you think of me for saying this, but if you vote for a Democrat, you're basically either lazy or too stupid to know any better. You going to vote Democrat? No.
Vote that guy.
You're going to vote for that guy. That guy.
He's making me money.
I mean, let's think about this. I mean, seriously. If he beats Hillary, Hillary, and if he loses to a guy who can't even form a sentence correctly anymore because of dementia or whatever, some guy that wouldn't even remember that he sexually harassed a girl back in the 90s, which I'm sure he probably did, because he likes to touch everything on the face of the planet. I showed you the picture with him and Rachel last time.
Oh, my God.
I mean, and then you have the people in the media. How come you don't hear about this at all? They crucified Kavanaugh when he was running for Supreme Court justice. When he was up for confirmation. Excuse me, Corona.
Damn.
They crucified him, but you don't hear a word about Biden. Stacey Abrams, I think her name is. She lost the governor's race to Georgia last year. She's on supposedly Biden's shortlist for VP, and Klobuchar, the senator from Minnesota, she's on the supposedly shortlist. It's no wonder why he wants a woman to be his vice president. A little touchy-feely with the VP. Yeah. Yeah, no. Funny, when they were on the weekend shows on Sunday, not one question was asked. Not one. Is the media derelict in their duty? I thought all women are supposed to be believed at all times. That's what we're told, right? So why doesn't it get scrutinized the same way? Huh. I wonder. Yeah. Journalism sucks. You guys all suck. Everybody sucks.
My major's close to journalism.
Yeah, well, thankfully it's not.
What if it was? What if I was a journalist?
Oh, you would suck too.
I would made a lot of money.
I would make sure you'd work for OAN Network. At least they seem to be legit. Yes, exactly. You're a rebel, Christine. You are a rebel.
So what? Yeah. What are they gonna do? Throw you out? They can't.
It's just.
I don't even really get the masks right. If I don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask.
It's All right. So on to the music bracket. By the way, again, we got to start thinking of another bracket, something to do when this one's done, because this one will be done a week from Friday. Maybe I don't know. We'll think. All right, so we have 8 matchups, some interesting results, 5 basically very close results, and 3 not so close results. So the first match was Rod Stewart's Tonight's the 9 seed, going up against the 13 seed, the Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. Big girls don't cry. Big girls
don't cry.
They don't cry. That's what you're supposed to say.
I don't know that.
They don't cry. Okay, well, you got to listen to your Frankie Valli. You got Italian heritage. If you are actually my kid, you got Italian heritage, and you should know who Frankie Valli is.
I like pasta.
Yay! I like pasta. Yeah. If you're my kid, you should have Italian. You should know you're Italian. I like pasta.
I like pasta.
I like pasta.
I like meatballs.
Yay! All right, so I had predicted, I believe, that Big Girls Don't Cry would be moving on. Us paisanos got to stick together. And with a 57-43, who's moving on?
Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart. Tonight's the night is moving on. So the 9 seed making it to the Elite 8. Who are they, or who is he, or who is that song going to face? We got the number 7 seed, I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. She's not loving anybody these days. Right?
Damn.
Yeah. It's true, though. Wonder if she likes pasta.
She probably does. Or she did.
That was taken on I'm a Believer by the Monkees. I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her.
If I tried.
Hey, very good. The 11 seed, and this was a very close, 52 to 48%. I believe we both said that the I'm a Believer was going to actually come out of this bracket, making it to the final 4. Did they make it to the final 8? No. I Will Always Love You, Whitney Houston, moving on 52 to 48% as the 7 seed. So we got the number 9 seed Rod Stewart going up against the 7 seed Whitney Houston in that bracket. Not a matchup I would have projected.
No.
At all. Not at all.
I seem enthusiastic in my singing, apparently.
You seem Sure.
Thank you.
Sure. Love you, baby. 18 years. Mm-hmm. On to the next bracket. The 8 seed, Hey Jude, the Beatles. Going up against the Knack, My Sharona. Ba-da-na-na-na, ba-ba-ba, ba-da-na-ba-na-na-na-na.
My Sharona.
Little delayed there.
That's all right.
Ba-da-na-na-na, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
My Sharona.
Look at the camera.
My Sharona.
There you go. You're learning. You're
Touch
learning.
me in Corona.
Ooh.
Here, give me some of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Have a squirt.
That went everywhere but my hand.
Have a squirt. The expiration date on this, I think, was about 2006.
Are you serious?
No. Yes. Okay. Hey Jude, the 8 seed, going up against the 13 seed, My Sharona. Another 52 to 48. Close matchup. I believe we both said My Sharona was going to go through. Mm-hmm. Are we 0 for 3 or did we get one right? Woo! We got one right. Woo! Going to Sizzler. We're going to Sizzler. They're closed. Can't go Sizzler. My Sharona making it through. Yes. Hey, yeah. Did you ever watch the movie?
No.
No, of course not.
I just remember you telling me that.
Yes, you shouldn't.
Because that was from our first ever show. White men don't jump.
White men can't jump.
White men can jump.
Yes. You got to make an effort. You got to effort to watch that movie. You got to effort. Effort. Exactly. Effort. Effort. It is about basketball. Yes.
My
Awesome.
Corona.
Awesome. 64 foods, 4 groups by ethnic groups.
So what? White foods? Tan foods?
Yes, white foods, tan foods, black foods,
and then every other color.
And then Milano.
Milano foods.
Or would we do Italian, Polish,
German,
Russian, and Chinese? I don't know.
Chinese food would win. They would all go through.
I was actually thinking about just doing a bracket of Chinese food is what I was thinking.
You don't...
What, you don't think I could come up with 64 Chinese foods?
No.
I
Because
can,
actually, the Chinese menu has a lot. But
Yeah.
You gotta have what? Rice with shrimp. Rice with chicken. Rice with beef. Ooh. A lot of them are the same thing, just kind of mixed around.
You know who will win?
What?
Either General Tso's or wonton soup.
Chicken and broccoli, but General Tso will probably win that whole thing pretty easy.
Maybe Mugu Gai Pan.
Do you even know what Mugu Gai Pan
Actually,
is?
I do.
What is it?
It's a Chinese dish.
Actually, crab ragoon might win. Ooh, crab ragoons are the bomb.
All right, so my Sharona is moving on.
She agrees with the Chinese food bracket.
Corona. Actually, you know what? Not to deviate. I was coughing a little bit last night, and I went to bed, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I don't know. I don't know if the Sunny Delight that I drank, I don't know, something just wasn't agreeing with me. My throat was like burning, like I burped and like all the acid kind of came up. It wasn't burning like I had a sore throat. It was
acid reflux.
Yes, reflux, dumbass. Not reflex, reflux, flux, dumbass. Say it, flux. Say it, flux.
Flux capacitor.
No, say it, flux.
Flux.
Dumbass.
Smart ass.
So anyway, you know what really helps? I'm
Not
convinced.
everyone has had 64 Chinese foods. I think I've had 6.
And everybody's had 61 Chinese foods.
Have you ever had muku gai pan?
No.
Have you ever had, I don't know, beef on a stick?
Yes. No, I've had chicken on a stick.
Have you ever had lo mein? Just
Yes.
Lo mein.
Yeah.
With all that stuff in it?
Yeah, you just said just lo mein. That's what you said. Did you not say just lo mein? Actually, you know what might win? Sweet and sour chicken.
Sweet and sour beef is where it is. Just some good stuff.
Okay.
I had that at school.
Didn't know you like dog and cat. But anyway.
You know what?
What?
You know what?
What?
Bite me.
Whippy. Anyway. Ooh, that reminds me. We could do like cartoon characters. Cartoon characters would be cool.
Peter's gonna win.
Cartoon characters would rock. We might have to do... Because I said Wimpy, so that made me think of cartoon characters, because there's a cartoon character named Wimpy. Did you know that?
No.
I'll give you a cookie if you can tell me what cartoon it's from.
I can just go grab an Oreo upstairs.
Somebody right now, where's Wimpy from without looking it up? Come on, let's go.
Hey Siri,
No.
what's the character Wimpy from?
How come Siri doesn't speak?
It did, just... I think I know it.
What?
Damn it.
You don't know.
I forget what it just... Popeye.
Popeye, I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Today is Tuesday, though. All right. So, what?
Charlie Brown would win or something like that.
Maybe.
Or
Maybe.
Snoopy.
Woody Woodpecker.
Who the hell is Woody?
Woody Woodpecker.
Who the hell is Woody?
He was a woodpecker.
We'd have to do
He
like...
pecked wood.
We'd have to do like what we were going to do with this, like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s,
Yes,
90s,
we would.
2000s, and then like 2010s.
Yes, we would.
Because
We would.
there's good characters now and there's good characters back then, as far as I know.
Yes. We would. Absolutely. We'll think about that. I think that's a pretty good idea. Everybody watched cartoons at one point in their life.
Unless we just did cartoons or animated shows.
No, I don't think I can come up with 64 of them. I like characters better.
Because I was going to say Tom and Jerry. It's Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. Yes. See, now, I would combine Tom and Jerry as...
One
yes.
entity.
Yes.
So would you say Family Guy is one entity, or would you just pick one
No,
character?
probably one. Probably
so you pick,
that.
like,
'cause it's a,
Stewie.
because, like when you say Tom, like, who's going to know Tom?
Yeah.
But if you say Tom and Jerry, everyone's going to know Tom and Jerry. But, yeah, if I say Stewie, people will know Stewie. Stewie. You know, if I say Mickey Mouse, you're going to know Mickey Mouse. You know? If I say the Pink Panther, well, you don't know the Pink Panther.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
He's a
right.
big, skinny Pink Panther.
Wow, very
He's a really
good.
tall, about this wide.
You know who would win? You know if we do that, who would win? I would call for a huge, major upset. Huge upset. I say, boy. You think of who that is. Somebody help him out there.
See,
I
that
say,
we
boy.
could do, like, movies.
We could do movies. But who's that? I say, boy. I say, boy.
Is that it?
Well, Beavis and Butthead, yeah. Yeah, I thought of Beavis and Butthead, Fred and Wilma. Well, she wrote it. She wrote it up further. Even before I said, you say, boy.
Like Foghorn?
Foghorn Leghorn. He's a big rooster.
Okay. Sure.
From Looney Tunes. I say, boy.
Those are all... Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's white.
Racist?
No, he's predominantly white.
You're racist, is what you're
He's
saying.
predominantly
You're
white.
racist, is what
All
you're
right,
saying.
okay, fine. Daffy Duck is predominantly black.
Daffy Duck is not black.
Really? What color is he?
White.
No, he's not.
The Daffy Duck is white with blue clothes.
You're thinking of Donald Duck. You're thinking of Donald Duck. Daffy Duck is black. Dumbass.
Who is Daffy Duck?
He's with Bugs Bunny. Donald Duck is with Mickey Mouse. Daffy Duck is with Bugs Bunny. Look him up. Look it up.
Hey Siri, give me images of Daffy Duck. God damn it. Hey Siri, give me images of Daffy Duck.
Oh, what do you know? He's black. He's black. What do you know? What do you know?
I'm gonna get a text being like, "Oh my god, you didn't know that."
You are not my kid.
You know what?
What? The bit with him and Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny with it's Wabbit season. It's duck season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Fire! You gotta watch that. That's when cartoons were cool. Wabbit season.
When an episode was 35 seconds long.
Oh.
Back in the day.
Oh. Wabbit season. All right.
I like movies.
So, we got the 3 seed Candle in the Wind by Elton John. Against, I'm impressed I remembered where we left off. Going up against Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. I love rock and roll. What's the next line?
Put another dime in the jukebox, baby.
All right.
Corona.
You need more?
No, I'm alright.
You need more? You sure?
Okay.
All right. So, we both projected that I Love Rock and Roll would...
I'm gonna write dumbass on your forehead.
we did get I Love Rock and Roll would win this.
Yeah.
And I believe we both agreed that I Love Rock and Roll would come out of this bracket. That it would beat My Sharona. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This was the largest margin of victory at 79 to 21%. Were we right? Is Joan Jett moving on? Joan Jett moving on. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Look at that. Look at that. Good music. Good music.
Fire trucks.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Wilmsdorf fire trucks are going somewhere.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I don't have flatulence right now, so I didn't do that. I don't know.
How would that?
I don't know. All right. Other side of the bracket, we got the 8 seed, the Bee Gees, Night Fever, against the 12 seed, Blondie's Call Me. Now, I haven't seen my sister say anything yet, so don't know if she's watching, but she would have interest to see if the Bee Gees are moving on to the final 8. No, when I say the Bee Gees, you're supposed to do the... And what do we say about Blondie? She was what?
Porn star.
No, she was in Playboy. She wasn't a porn star.
Close enough.
Okay, then. All right. So...
You would prefer if she was a porn star?
Well, she's... Debbie is fairly good looking for, back in the 80s. I believe I predicted that Blondie would be moving on to 12 seed. 53 to 47%, very, very close. Could have went either way. Corona. Is my sister happy or is Blondie moving on? Blondie, the 12 seed. My sister just went. God darn it.
That is not what she would have
God
said.
darn it. Some bitch. Wrong duck, Daniel. Wrong duck. Wrong duck. Wrong duck. That's the story of your life. Wrong duck.
What's that supposed to mean?
Wrong duck. All right. So Blondie is moving on, the 12 seed. So we got so far a 7 seed, a 9 seed, a 10 seed, a 12 seed, and a 13 seed. Moving on. So far. Who is Blondie going to be facing? We had the 2 seed, Uptown Funk, Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars, going up against the song that I needed all my peeps to come out for because I wanted to see this song go through. The 3 seed, our only 2-3 matchup. Boys the Men, End of the Road.
This is Boys the Mean still.
Oh, well, but it is Boys the Men. That's because I copy and paste.
You're too lazy to fix.
That's because I don't see it. I see End of the Road, copy paste, and there we go. So I needed all the peeps to come out and vote for End of the Road. And with 57%, did Boyz II Men meet the end of the road, or are they moving on?
Yeah, they found the end of the road.
They found the end of the road. The peeps didn't come out for me. Peeps.
They're gross.
What are you doing,
That's
peeps?
why, because peeps are gross.
What are you doing? What are you doing, peeps? What are you doing?
Grandma's dead.
How is Grandma?
I don't know.
Uptown Funk, moving on. So it's going to be the 2 seed versus the 12 seed in this bracket. Uptown Funk and Blondie. Unfortunately, I don't know. You know what? Maybe Blondie will surprise us and give us an upset. I would hate to see Uptown Funk win this whole thing.
Why? Because
an actual song from the 2000s win. It's the only song left from the 2000s. I don't want to see it win. Alright, and we get to our last bracket, the 5 seed. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never gonna run. You ain't no friend of mine. That's Hound Dog. You know who was good at doing dancing the Hound Dog? Forrest Gump. Remember? Elvis. You've seen that movie how many times?
He sings Hound Dog in that movie?
But you've seen that movie
how
many times? Does Elvis not stay at Forrest Gump's house?
Yeah, but he didn't sing Hound Dog.
Does he not? What movie does he sing when he sees him on TV? What movie does he sing? What song does he sing?
I don't know.
Neither do I. But, you should be able to equate when I say...
I know Elvis stays before he really got super popular.
Yeah. They were taking on the Police. Stalker Song.
End of the Road is a way better song.
It is. It is a better song. But, you know what? Did you vote?
If I send her the link, she did. Because she's too lazy to find it.
I only, I could, I copy you on the, I tag you. So it is on your Facebook page.
Oh, I don't know.
Are you sending out the link to your friends?
Yeah.
You have friends?
I don't know.
Couple two tree?
100.
Okay. So you say. All right. So they were going up against, like I said, the Police, Stalker Song, Every Breath You Take, with the bass. Every move you make, every bond you break, every something you fake, I'll be watching you. So, 2/3 to 1/3 was this vote. 67-33. Who's moving on?
Whoop whoop!
Stalker's Song continues to move on. The Police. They are...
At least you knew what I was doing this time.
I did. I remembered.
Whoop!
I still don't understand what the whoop whoop means. Whoop whoop.
It's a siren.
Whoop.
Whoop whoop! No, it's not whoop whoop. It's whoop whoop!
Okay then. All right.
Get it right.
Yes. She voted, she said.
She did say
All right. And the last one. Bridge Over Troubled Water. Simon and Garfunkel. Simon, you could call me Betty. Betty, when you call me Al. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. Roll out the back, Jack. Make a new plan. Aunt Christine likes that song. Coy Roy. Yeah, she used to sing a lot at work. Don't know why. They were going up against, they were going against the Beatles. I Want to Hold Your Hand as a 10 seed. Another 2/3 to 1/3 vote. 67-33. Who's moving on?
The Beatles.
The Beatles. Moving on. So, that could be a very interesting... these all could be interesting. Tonight's the Night against I Will Always Love You. I would never thought either of those two songs would have made it to the final 8. But they did. If I had a vote, I'd probably take Tonight's the Night. Probably. I Love Rock. What do you think? You probably don't know either song.
We'll go with the 9 seed because of the lower seed.
1976 versus 1993.
I've heard of I Will Always Love You. I've definitely heard that one, but Tonight's the Night.
Tonight's the night. It's kind of slow.
I'll take I Will Always Love You. Just to be different.
You want a dead crackhead, huh?
Apparently.
Okay. In the lower part of that bracket, we got 1979, My Sharona taking on 1982, I Love Rock and Roll. Could be close, but I think we both still think that Joan Jett's coming out. But it's why do you why are you just look at the camera? There you go.
No, this one won't be close.
No? You like Joan Jett by a lot, huh?
Yeah.
By about how much? Huh? You think it'll get 65, 70%?
I was going to say 70 to 30.
70 to 30. All right. Well, we'll find out if you're right.
That's my new favorite to win the whole thing.
Oh, liking Joan Jett to go all the way. Uptown Funk against Call Me. Does Blondie have a chance? I mean, both of these were rather close. Uptown Funk with 57%. Blondie with 53%. Both were going up against decent songs. So we got 1980 against 2015. Peeps, you got to come out for the Blondie.
Blondie's probably the better song, but the old people like Uptown Funk because it's catchy.
Old people.
I feel like old people like that song a lot more than the younger generation.
Old people. Well, old people skip that vote. Skip that one.
I know Christine loves that song.
Does she?
I believe so.
Does she? Not this peep. Nope. Not this peep. All right, and finally, Every Breath You Take against I Want to Hold Your Hand. See, this could be a war. This could be a war. I would think that... All right, they both won with the same percentage, 67%. But I would think that Every Breath You Take had the harder... That had to go up against an Elvis song. While I Want to Hold Your Hand, the Beatles had to go up against Simon and Garfunkel.
It's Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel.
They have a great name.
They do.
Whoever Garfunkel is, who... I hope that's his last name.
It is his last name.
Okay.
No, it's his first name.
Let's say if someone named their child Garfunkel, that'd be great.
Are you going to name your child Garfunkel?
Maybe I will.
Garfunkel. Garfunkel Althouse. That's got a ring to it.
Garfunkel.
It's got to be a small middle name. It's got to be a couple letters.
Oh.
Like Garfunkel James Althouse.
I was going to say Garfunkel Lee. We'll do L-E, just E.
Garfunkel Lee Althouse.
Garfunkel Lee.
Garfunkel Lee. There you go. Yes. So, who do you like? Who do you like? You like the Police? You like the Beatles?
I like the Stalker song.
You know what? I think the Stalker song is going to do it too. I'm hoping for a Stalker song, Joan Jett final. And I don't know who would win that. I know you think Joan Jett's going to go all the way now. Mm-hmm. I'll take that. I have no problem with that. What do you guys think?
I think you have no problem with any of these songs winning.
Except for
Uptown Funk.
Yes. Well, I don't want crackhead dead girl to win.
Damn.
I would have liked to have seen the Monkees against Joan Jett in the Final Four. I'd have liked to have seen that. What do you guys think? Anything? Bueller?
Got nothing.
Bueller? No one's got anything. Everyone's pretty quiet tonight.
Boomer!
Pretty quiet. I don't know why people are so quiet tonight. Why are you guys quiet? Do I gotta start singing again? My Sharona. Guess not. Okay. What was the question? Oh, you weren't even paying attention. Nope. The question was, who do you think's winning? Yeah. You guys stink tonight.
Can smell you from here.
I hope you bring it Friday when it's day 47. Gotta bring it Friday. Bring it! Bring it! You won't be out on the golf course. It'll be 8 o'clock. Bring it! Bring it! Say it.
Bring it.
Bring it. Bring it. All right. Well, not this peep. I'm laughing too much. Yeah. All right. Well, since we're dead tonight, we'll get ready to sign off. You got something to do, I'm sure.
Do I?
I don't know. I got nothing to do.
Technically, I have something to do, but it's not due till tomorrow.
Thursday. Maybe I'll analyze some stocks. By the way, we sold our pen.
We did sell it.
We did sell our pen. I got it at $16.30. He got it at $16.34 yesterday.
Ha-ha!
Ha-ha!
I made an extra 22
$1.
stocks.
Made an extra $1. So we're going to wait till it drops down to about $14.80 or a little lower to buy back in. Once we get what's called confirmation, after it gets down to $14.80 or so, we'll buy back in. Get some more gains. Oh! The one thing we didn't talk about. Who here, show of hands, class, knows The Sopranos? A cookie for whoever knows this, and you're not allowed. The horse that Ralphie owned in The Sopranos was named what? What was the horse that Ralphie owned in The Sopranos? First person to type it in gets the cookie. Gets the cookie. Who gets that cookie? You got 20 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 17. I have no idea what I'm saying. 12,
The SE
11.
Seis.
Don't you dare say it.
The SE Cinco.
No, it wasn't Bada Bing. Bada Bing was the strip club. What was the horse's name? Come on, people. Know your Sopranos. I know you know because, you may have Italian blood in you, so.
I actually don't remember the name.
But you know where I'm going with the story.
Yes, I know where you're going. Mr. Ed. Nope.
No, yeah, Mr. Ed.
It's Mr. Ed.
All right. The horse's name was Pyomai. Pyomai was the horse's name.
Okay.
It was a good episode. Ralphie winds up killing Pyomai. And then that's what winds up getting Ralphie killed by Tony, basically. Because Tony loved the horse. So anyway, I was on Sunday scrolling through my horse race group that I have on Twitter and saw that at Los Al, which is Los Alamitos, which is out in California, there was a horse running called Pyomai that night. Now that's not the interesting part of the story. All right, big deal. Somebody named a horse after a character of a horse in The Sopranos. All right, big deal. Show of hands. Who here, about a month ago or so, we made a parody video that you had to make for class. He had to make a one minute video for class on anything. And we did it on, what was the title of it?
The something of a... Yeah, the degenerate life of a gambler or something like that.
The art of a degenerate gambler.
Yeah.
God. God. How do I remember this but you don't? It was yours. The art of a degenerate gambler. Where...
It's still there. It's right there. 1 minute video.
There it goes. There you go. And... Basically, I needed the one horse to win the race to get $67,000. It's very funny. It's on my Facebook page if you want to go find it. Could laugh your ass off for 2 minutes. The horse's name was...
Attaboy Roy.
Attaboy Roy. Now, here's the interesting thing. I found this, interestingly funny.
You called me down and goes, this is impossible.
Pyomai's daddy's name is
Attaboy Roy.
Attaboy Roy. Go figure. Go figure. Now, how I found Attaboy Roy was I was just scrolling through YouTube, looking at different horse races, trying to find, a good.
It's like your third pick.
Yeah, it was like the third one. And this just fit. It worked perfectly for what we needed. Because the one came around the turn in second, it looked like it was going to blow right by the 4, and then never blew right by the 4. It hung. Yes, exactly what it hung. And I go ballistic, and I curse and throw my hat, and tell him, scream, get this roach up, and beat this piece of shit and stuff. Yeah.
Hey, my 3-minute video, I cursed. I made golf come over the knee and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just cool. Pile Mai's daddy is called
Attaboy
Roy. Just, I don't know, just interesting. I know no one really cares about that, but I just thought it'd be interesting. All right, this show's pretty much sucked tonight. Except for you singing My Sharona. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. So, yeah, we got to bring the energy. I got to go off on some political people, I guess. That's what you guys seem to like. Either that or I got to start taking my clothes off. That'll bring in the ladies. I'll bring in the ladies.
I will sit over here or not in this room.
But it would bring in the ladies.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe Roxanne.
Roxanne! A beached whale. That's a put on the red light.
Damn.
You don't have to put on the red light. All right. So until we get to Friday, which would be day 47 of quarantine, has any famous people wore number 47? You know any famous soccer players that wore 47? Probably not. Probably not.
We're going to look that up real quick.
Look it up real quick. Do you have the exit song ready to go? Or the exit sirens ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah, no famous 47s.
I swear there is.
I'm sure there's a couple famous football players. Stop wasting time. Dead air. Dead air. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of the week. I will post the link tonight to vote in the Elite 8, seeing who makes it to the Final 4. All right. Have a wonderful evening. I will try not to die of the beer bug. Hopefully I get a good night's sleep. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night. All right. See ya. Bye.